Look, I get it. You're in your 20s and everyone's telling you to grind harder while Instagram feeds show people your age driving BMWs and ordering DoorDash 3 times a day. Meanwhile, you're living the same financial Groundhog Day. Paycheck comes in, bills go out, and somehow there's nothing left by the 15th of the month. But here's what nobody tells you. You're not in a sprint. You're training for a marathon. And the real kicker, most people in their 20s are warming up at the finish line instead of the starting block. Today, I'm breaking down the 7 purchases that will actually build wealth in your 20s, not the ones that just look like wealth. Because there's a massive difference, and understanding it will determine whether you're still stressed about money at 40 or financially free. Let's get into it. Here's the truth bomb. Your 20s are when small decisions create massive results. Why? One word: compound interest. And I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about compounding skills, relationships, and opportunities. Most people approach their 20s completely backwards. They spend now and worry later. They finance lifestyles they can't afford and wonder why they feel trapped. But you have the ultimate unfair advantage: time. While a 40-year-old has to scramble to catch up, you can make calculated moves today that snowball into life-changing wealth by the time you hit your 30s and 40s. The key is understanding that your 20s aren't about deprivation, they're about strategic investment. So let's talk about the 7 purchases that actually matter. Purchase number 1, invest in your side hustle. Notice I didn't say start a side hustle. I said invest in it. Because here's the reality. Your 9 to 5 will pay your bills, but your side hustle will build your wealth. This means spending money on tools, courses, or even a domain name that leverages your existing strengths. Are you good at writing? Invest $50 in a portfolio website. Can you edit videos? Buy that software and take a $200 course that teaches you how to land clients. Why your 20s? Because right now you likely don't have a mortgage, kids, or major financial anchors. You can take risks. You can fail cheap. A 35-year-old with 3 kids and a mortgage can't afford to experiment the way you can. I'm not saying quit your job tomorrow. I'm saying invest in the skills and tools that create leverage. Because the difference between $50,000 a year and $150,000 a year often comes down to one skill you developed on the side in your 20s. Purchase number 2, automated index funds. This is where the math gets absolutely wild. Let's say you start investing $200 a month into an S&P 500 index fund at age 22. Assuming an average 10% annual return, by the time you're 67, you'll have over $1 million. Now, let's say you wait until you're 32 to start investing. Same $200 a month, same 10% return. You know what you end up with? Around $700,000. You just lost $300,000 by waiting 10 years. That's the power of time in the market. And here's the best part. You don't have to be a stock-picking genius. Just automate $200 a month into a low-cost index fund like VTSAX or VOO and let compound interest do the heavy lifting. And if you really want to level up, open a Roth IRA. You contribute after-tax dollars now, but all that growth, tax-free forever. Imagine pulling out $1 million in retirement and knowing the IRS a single penny. Set it, forget it, let time work for you. That's the game. Purchase number 3, strategic travel. No, I'm not saying blow $5,000 on bottle service in Ibiza. I'm talking about strategic, intentional travel that expands your worldview and builds self-reliance. Why does this matter for wealth? Because perspective is priceless. Traveling, especially solo, teaches you how to problem solve, adapt, and navigate uncertainty. Those are CEO-level skills. Plus, it shows you how far money can actually stretch. When you realize you can live comfortably in Southeast Asia for $1,500 a month, it reframes what expensive really means back home. Here's the pro move. Use Travel Rewards credit cards to fund your trips. Cards like the Chase Sapphire Preferred give you massive sign-up bonuses that can cover entire flights or hotels. You build your credit score, you travel for less, and you gain life experience. Just one rule: pay off the balance every month. Travel rewards are an investment. Credit card debt is a trap. Know the difference. Purchase number 4, practical education. Notice I didn't say a degree, I said practical education, skills that directly translate to income. Look, I'm not anti-college, but I'm anti-$100,000 in student debt for a degree that doesn't move the needle. If you're going to invest in education, make sure it pays dividends. Learn coding, learn sales, learn digital marketing, learn copywriting. These are high-income skills that are in high demand right now, and you don't need a 4-year degree to master them. A book for $20 can change your mindset. A $500 online course can teach you a skill that earns you $10,000 a month. Compare that to a $100,000 liberal arts degree with no clear career path. Be ruthless about ROI. Ask yourself, will this education make me more valuable in the marketplace? If the answer is no, skip it. If the answer is yes, invest heavily. Purchase number 5, real estate, specifically house hacking. Here's the dream. Let other people pay your mortgage while you build equity. House hacking means buying a duplex or triplex, living in one unit and renting out the others, or buying a single-family home and renting out roommates to roommates. The rental income covers most or even all of your mortgage, and you're building equity through an appreciating asset. Let's do the math. Say you buy a $300,000 duplex with an FHA loan, only 3.5% down. You live in one unit and rent the other for $1,500 a month. Your mortgage is $1,800. Boom, your housing cost just dropped to $300 while you build equity through leverage. In 10 years, you could own a property worth $400,000 plus and renters paid for most of it. This is how wealth is built, not through paychecks, through assets that work for you. And your 20s are the perfect time to start because you're flexible enough to live with roommates or in a duplex. Purchase number 6, reliable transportation, not a status symbol. Here's the brutal truth. Cars are depreciating liabilities. The moment you drive off the lot, you lose money. Let's say you avoid a $500 monthly car payment by buying a reliable used car for $8,000 cash. Now take that $500 you would have spent and invest it into an index fund at 10% annual return. After 30 years, that's $600,000. Read that again, $600,000. That's the real cost of financing a car you don't need. You're not just paying for the car, you're sacrificing generational wealth. Buy a reliable Honda or Toyota with cash. Drive it into the ground. Invest the difference. That's how you win. Purchase number 7, your health. This might sound soft, but hear me out. Your health is a performance enhancer for wealth building. Think about it. Better sleep means sharper decision-making. Better nutrition means more energy to manage your side hustle. A gym membership means you're not burning out by 30. Wealthy people obsess over health because they understand the connection. You can't execute at a high level if your body and mind are running on empty. Invest in a gym membership, buy quality food, prioritize sleep. These aren't luxuries, they're leverage, because the energy and mental clarity you gain will directly impact your ability to earn, invest, and build. Plus, avoiding chronic health issues in your 40s and 50s saves you hundreds of thousands in medical costs. Prevention is the ultimate investment. Here's the thing, these 7 purchases aren't isolated, they're interconnected. Avoiding car payments frees up cash for your index funds. Your health gives you the energy to work your side hustle. Your side hustle funds your real estate down payment. Strategic travel expands your network, which leads to better opportunities. It's all connected, and it's all a long game. Most people in their 20s are playing checkers, making short-term moves for instant gratification. But you're playing chess. You're thinking 3, 5, 10 moves ahead. The math doesn't wait. Compound interest doesn't care about your excuses. Every month you delay is money you'll never get back. So here's your call to action. Pick one purchase from this list and start today. Open that Roth IRA, buy that $20 book, research house hacking in your city. Just start. Because 10 years from now, you'll either look back and thank yourself or regret that you waited. The choice is yours. If this video helped, smash that like button and subscribe for more real talk on building wealth.